Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays Long War 2. At some point in the past, this series was sponsored by Humble. So I'm still saying that it's sponsored by Humble to keep everything on the up and up. You can pick it up on the Humble store at the link in the video description below. We're on episode 2 of our reboot here, and I've just gone through the cutscenes. I haven't touched anything else since the last episode. So we're going to start with Haven Management. And we're starting in the new Arctic here. I'm going to put everybody on Intel right off the bat. I was recommended to do this by somebody who's been tweeting me. Here, you know what? I'll just Alt-Tab. And I will sanitize their name somewhat. But I want to give them credit as well. Give me a moment here. I'm just scrolling. Tito, thank you for the feedback. And also helping me when my Long War 2 mod was all busted up. So he said, put everybody on Intel. You're going to get a bunch of Intel right at the very beginning of the game.
Commander, to the research lab.
And that's going to be helpful for you later on. We have 200 supplies. Let's go to research quickly. Start new research, and we'll research resistance communication because they recommend it. And then, do we have any engineers? We have no engineers, and we have... I mean, we could build facilities, but I don't think we need to right now. We also can't clear alien debris because we have no engineers. We got 200 supplies, though. Can we build anything? We can build a shaped charge, a small directed explosive designed to bust down walls, boltcaster frost bomb, handheld explosives, Shadow Keeper. Okay. I'm going to save 200 supplies for now. We know that we're going to need an early scientist. I'm skipping the cutscenes because the story is secondary to whether or not we can even freaking survive the game at this point. Remember, we never even discovered a lead. That was still on the checkbox last time. So we're starting in, Eastern Asia here, basically. Our black market is open. They're particularly interested in any alien alloys and Illyrium crystals stores. I think we'll start by actually buying a scientist. That way I know this will take us to one scientist. But an engineer, I stand by the engineer being useful. I think we maybe should buy both. Get one engineer and one scientist. This way, the thing is, the engineer pays for itself. Because it can actually start excavation right off the bat. And now, starting with one scientist means if we discover another scientist, we don't have to worry about... Like, if we have a mission with a scientist, we don't have to worry about having to buy another one from the black market. Now, we spent 150, that's a ton. And that might be a first misstep on the strategic layer. But certainly, last time, one of our major problems super early on was... well, not super early on, for the entirety of it, was it took us way too long to get to 2 scientists, so we couldn't get our research done. Anyway, we're scouting here. We're getting a decent amount of intel, and we have our first guerrilla ops. 8 days, 10 hours, Operation Whaling Corpse. We get an engineer. Extremely light, new Arctic confirm. Okay, so on the tactical layer, what am I hoping to accomplish here? Knowing that enemies are going to be extremely light, I think we should clear squad. And I think we should send out some rookies on this one, so... we got a lot of rookies available here. Certainly we want Dan Giesling to get some time in the sun. We want Rockley Smile to get some time in the sun. We want Josh Smith to get some time in the sun. Who else didn't make it out on the first mission? Rob Alpaca Patrol. Sin Metal Victa. Bear Taffy. And then everybody else is fairly... expendable right now, I would say. So let's send out some guaranteed damage. Let's send out me and Mathis if we can both fit in there. We can't. But you know what? What if we just send out these rookies and then they can get their infiltration almost completely done here. In fact, they might be able to. This will be 150%. Basically, I want to get to 200%. And if I can get to 200%, then I know that we're or 180%, the enemies are going to be vulnerable as opposed to normal. But this is still a pretty good infiltration. So let's not even go for max infiltration to start. Let's just send out a squad of 6 rookies and see how this treats us. Playing a little bit looser here, but the faster the infiltration, or the more we're able to infiltrate, the less enemies there will be anyway. Plus, maybe we can actually use multiple squads now. I previously just mixed and matched completely. So we can get resistance contacts now. And let's go for modular weapons. We could also sell stuff at the black market. I actually meant to... We got one piece of loot. I meant to put that on a weapon. Sure, yeah, we got a bunch of new regions available. I think we should keep our flying time to a minimum, so let's make contact down here in East Asia. It's going to cost us 80 intel. See what I'm thinking, 80 intel. We might want to use like 25 intel to expand or speed up our infiltration, but we probably don't want to do that yet. Haven 6, Haven 6. Okay, so it's all Haven 6, sure. Although maybe we should go for this one because it's got more nodes connected to it. Like from East Asia, connects to 3 new ones. West Asia connects to... Well, they're not even new ones. It connects to only 1 that we can't connect to right now, whereas if we go to West Asia, we can connect to 2 that we can't connect to right now. So sure, make contact here. And this seems sensible to me, even though it's going to take us 4 days here. New guerrilla ops are targeted. 7 days, rescue a VIP. We get another engineer. That would be disgusting. Is this what it's like when you don't have to buy your engineers? Okay, so now we're probably going to send, Tango Squad. What's Tango Squad going to be? Well, what the heck is our other squad here? Tango Squad is this squad. It's got nobody in it. Who the heck is it? Oh, Moccasin Squad has all these weirdos in it. Like, you guys, get out of here. That's our squatty squad. Squatty squad! Okay, assigned soldiers. So we got like 7 days for this one. I'm going to put all of our squaddies in this one just to know for now. And then we'll select Squad Tango. Now, this is going to take too long. So who do you take off in a mission like this? You take off people that are not guaranteed damage, because guaranteed damage is so important early on. Assaults are guaranteed. Shinobis are guaranteed. Gunners are not guaranteed. Rescue. Okay, we do want a specialist, so we'll take Will 2K. Sorry, Fox, not this time. John Cena Jr. on technical. That rocket is so valuable. Somebody else has got to go. I think you take out the sharpshooter. And then we launch looking for 100% infiltration here. So remove, and then we're going to put me back on here. We're going to have technical specialist, grenadier, ranger, assault, shinobi, and then we're going to give our ranger... Oh, we must have just gotten alien alloys or an Illyrium core or something. Oh, fuck. Confirm. We got to redo this whole thing. Squad Echo? What? I'm very confused. Okay, create squad. Roughnecks, so go check the law and abide. Watch your step. Don't flex and get a hole in your side. Swallow your pride and all that. Alright, dope. We're going to select this. We're going to go back. Select. It's the first time using the Cut Me Some Slack. We're going to select the Roughnecks. We're going to take off Fox. We're going to take off Helmut Kruger at the back here. Remove. I'm going to remove myself. Put myself up in the front. Boom. Alright, 6 days. Do it. Infiltrate. I think we're making smarter choices early on here, and this momentum will help us out. Hopefully. So we've used a lot of intel here early. But having 2 different havens will generate, in theory, twice as much goodness for us. Maybe we put 1 on intel, 1 on supplies or something. Then we have another mission, 3 days, 10 hours. Extremely light rescue item from Advent Train. Honestly,
Setting course for the Arctic.
3 days is not long enough to be, like, horrible. So what if we send Mel Ennial? Elizabeth Wood? Who the heck is that? Send Gan Diesling. Gold Man. They're not going to be able to do the infiltration. Okay, I'll tell you what. I think we actually let this one go. It only gives you intel. I don't think it's worth it. If it had been for a VIP, I might have considered it, but for only intel, I don't care enough. So we're going to let that mission pass us by, unfortunately. Modular weapons have been finished here. We can make scopes, laser sight stocks, high-capacity magazines, etc., etc. So we're well-versed in those. Go for alien biotech next. Man, it's so nice to have a scientist. I feel like we're getting way more research done. Okay, so we've made contact. We should go to... What if we click on this? Yeah, I wanted a hot button for that, basically. Supply, recruit, intel. I kind of feel like this is fine for now. And maybe actually in New Arctic, put like 1 person. I want supply drops that are not terrible. So we got a little bit of extra intel out of that. Now we're getting maybe like 59 supplies per month. I mean, I could live with it. Should we have people on recruit then in every area? We got 6 in each one. Maybe we'll just split it evenly right now. I mean, we had a lot of people on hiding our first time through, so I'll tell you what. Yeah, go recruit. But intel's more important. Yeah, okay. Generate some. I'll tell you, 1 on intel, 1 on supply. There we go. Generate a little bit more intel and a little bit more supply for us here. We want to generate it in the area with the most intel, which I think is going to be this one right now. I believe so. And we might have our next mission coming up pretty soon here. We're going to cross over 100. Alien debris has been cleared. We're going to view the room. We got 45 supplies out of it, which is awesome. We're not going to build a workshop, though. We're just going to clear out the next alien debris. But we got to build stuff. Last time we didn't build stuff. That's stupid, and that was a big problem. We just ended up with an empty ship with nothing freaking in it. Okay, so we crossed 100, but then there's room to grow. This one might get up to like 110 or something. Okay, it's the Advent Officer Corpse is the next thing we need to do. Can we do autopsies already? Oh my god, can we do... I was gonna say Advent Officer Autopsy already? That would be beautiful. Either way, we're chewing through the research here. But I'm ready and eager for our next infiltration. So we got to 132. Is that where this is going to end? Enemy readiness vulnerable. I like the sounds of that. We're not going to launch just yet, though. Okay, now we need to do it. It's like 2 seconds later. Boom. Let's launch it. All right, I'm a little scared because we are sending out a squad of rookies, but I think this is going to be good. We're not going to have a balanced... we're not going to have an imbalanced set. Instead, we'll have a lot of good units here. We got Nick looking spry. We got Josh. Spry might not be the word I would use to describe his outfit, but that's okay. And we are going to be under the gun here from a time limit perspective. But I feel like we've made much better decisions here early on. So everybody on this mission is important. You know, I see Sinvicta, I see Robert, I see Bear Taffy, I see Gan Diesling, who is actually Dan Giesling. Nick and Josh up there at the front as well. Nothing to worry about, if I do say so myself. Last mission, we got shot at once, I think. It's not that bad. And we did, I would say we probably got in the bottom 50% of the Gaussian distribution of how you would expect our dice rolls to have gone. So I'd say we got a little unlucky, mildly unlucky, and came out unscathed. If we could get moderately lucky, well, the world's our oyster, isn't it? But this time we've got an actual objective. Thankfully, it doesn't appear like it's going to be that long of a run. It's only like 4 buildings away. We got 10 turns? Oh, we're starting with the VIP. And we have no concealment. All right. I see the gist of this one then. All right, so first things first. Rob, make a big move. And there's our first pod. It's a sectoid and 2 advents. I think they're just Advent sentries. Now, sadly, well, one of the Advents is going to be easy. One of the Advents is only a grenade away. I'm on it. So I think we're actually just going to start by playing that out. The sectoid's got to go as well, but let's start with a grenade throw here. So, Sinvicta, you're well versed in the grenade experience. Ooh, but you can't actually hit... Oh, you can. There's one little spot. There you go. This should get the kill. One day we'll find out. Well, it did 4 damage, and then the car exploding will happen, like, next turn, maybe. Alright, so Rob, I feel like you do... I feel like you throw 2 grenades, basically, to finish off this sectoid. The only thing is, I'd rather do it in a situation where this guy can still get flashbanged, maybe. So I'm going to move... Oh, Svetlana, you're not the person I meant to move there. That's my bad. Get over there. All right. Who's up here? Gan, who is Dan, is close. So I'm thinking Dan starts by taking a frag grenade, tossing it right down on the sectoid's face. The big disgrace, waving his psionic powers all over the place. 3 damage. That's bad because we wanted that to be close enough to do more. See, I'm leaving Rob because I thought he could actually hit with the flash, but he can't. But he has a 28% chance to get what would probably be the kill. Okay, so we're going to send Bear Taffy down. If we have to use 3 grenades to kill this sectoid in a timely fashion, doesn't bother me that much. Losing the loot bothers me a little, but also not too much. This is a delicate operation. Okay, don't be a jerk. I mean, he's a living thing just like us. You don't have to revel in his death. 4 damage. I stand by that still being relatively fine. The only question now is what do we do about that last guy? Because I don't think we're going to be able to get a frag over there. So we got Nick and Josh just chilling out here. I guess you send them over here. Everybody's behind reasonable cover, and this guy's going to be shooting uphill, so unless you can land the grenade down here, which we should... Oh, you can. All right. Much better than an Overwatch that's unlikely to fire. All right, grenades are just like our best friend right now. I hate that it took 3 grenades to kill a single enemy, but, you know, that's life. I'm going to send Rob into Overwatch here against this guy. And Josh is just going to come here because, you know, it's cover, basically. Decent start, though. So this guy, he's going to take, like, a shitty shot, I assume. And that gives us a turn to get down there and start causing problems. Watch out for this car, though. Could explode. Overwatch ready for anything. So I think that means he can shoot when we shoot, which is terrible. Because I don't know how we're going to get out of this situation then. I guess we force his hand with a fairly bad shot. And we're going to start with Josh because he hasn't used a grenade yet. So he deserves to eat this. He lived. And he can't land a grenade, but he does have a shot. Okay, so now start to make some slightly better moves, I think. Like if he moves him there, or if we move him there, I should say. Any chance we can sneak in on him there? Like the flash is easy enough, and that allows us to position somewhat more aggressively, but what I'm hoping for is that Sinvicta will actually, I mean, it's not going to be a flanking shot. That's what annoys me, but you know, you're hoping Sinvicta's going to get in here and have a decent enough attempt, but tell you what, we'll start him off here, see what it looks like. 28, that's real bad. All right, do we position more aggressively, or do we hang back for a turn? I mean, it's not that far to get to the ceiling here, or the roof for our escape. I kind of want to make, this turn work with a bunch of 28% shots. And if worst comes to worst, Josh can flashbang. But we're going to position pretty much everybody in a position where they're going to be able to have a chance to take what, to be honest with you, is not going to be a great shot, but enough 28s when you only need to hit 1 might be fine. 28s and 27. So there's, pick a number between 1 and 4. All right, we fucked it up. I forgot, Sinvicta's Australian. Pick a number between 1 and 4. He's done it. Just wounding, though. That's fine. At least it hit. So we got Rob. And we got Bear. And we got Josh. But Josh is our flashbang man. Alright, so we're going to send Dan over here. And really, we got to hit one of these 4. So let's start. Oh, Dan's got a 38. That aim. Great job. That was very well done. Impressed yet? Alright. Okay, yeah, sure. Good job, everybody. I'm impressed. We're gonna get close here because we're gonna make a big move next turn. We know there's more, I mean, because there have to be more pods. So this is a big deal. Just don't put yourself inside of the fire from this car. Make some moves on ground level here. I think that last situation is a great example of rules are made to be broken. You know, the rule is you never take a shot under 30%. This time, we had 6 people with 28%, and nobody could land a grenade. It seemed like the right call. I might regret it in the future if I take that approach, but here, worked out for us. So I think, you know, everybody's faring pretty well right now. Svetlana, who is very important to us. I really feel vested in keeping these NPCs alive because they're actually engineers. It's not just like, hey, get this person in the end, you get more rewards. It's like, get this person in the end, you're going to be much more likely to actually survive the mission. Or survive the campaign, I should say. Alright, so biggest moves go first. Robert! Generally speaking, a little dangerous to be making our way through the ground level here. There's another sectoid, so that worries me. But I think... Wow, 5 enemies is actually fairly brutal. We gotta get our units that have frag grenades hopefully close enough to use them. Like that move. Like Rob can hit 2 of these guys and maybe blow out that wall. He might be better served as a... might be better served throwing a flashbang. Bear only has flashbangs. What if we put him here? Here's the only place he has shots. That's a little surprising to me. But I'm going to put him there and see what his shots look like before we make other decisions. 50, 50, 15. Alright, I think you take the 50 on the drone. Svetlana should really get behind full cover, which she already is. Okay, just hunker. 53, 53. I would like to take out the drones. I don't know if we want to leave Rob just standing out here in no man's land is part of the problem here. This car has already exploded. It's a burned out husk. I think we'll be fine to send Dan here. Maybe don't lean against it too hard, but I think we're going to have to accept that life's going to be interesting for us on this one. So we got Rob, we got Sinvicta, we got Dan, Bear, and Nick. So we got 5 moves. We're going to start with Dan's 63 on this drone. The sectoid is not going down this turn. That was a great shot, honestly. And then, if some combination of Bear and Nick could get the last 2, or get the last 1, then we'd only have 3 Advent and 1 Flashbang might be acceptable. Great job! You did just enough damage. I mean, whether you did 1 damage or 20 damage there did not matter to me at all. Okay, so I do think somebody's got to eat shit. And it's really Sinvicta or Rob. I think Rob should eat shit because he's a little further behind. Like, he's slightly further back, so the enemies are more likely to miss. But the flip side is, can Rob land a grenade that hits both of these guys? And the answer appears to be no. The other thing to consider is who has more HP. Rob's got 4, Sinvicta's got 3. Alright, Sinvicta, I hate to do it, buddy, but it's the smart man's play right now to leave you standing there. Throw a flashbang, and then throw Rob into cover. Alright, so we're going to have... all 3 of these shots are going to be dangerous. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Even though 2 of them are disoriented. Apparently, sectoids can't use mind control-y stuff when they're, like psionic abilities, when they're disoriented. So, as far as I'm concerned, we got extremely lucky. We got flanked. The shot was a little long range, but still, did not get hit. And then Sinvicta just dodged a plasma blast from this sectoid. And then, an Overwatch. Is it an Overwatch ready for anything? No, it's just an Overwatch. Okay, that's actually incredible. We gotta think about the way we're gonna approach this, though, because the Overwatch is gonna be cumbersome. I mean, one thing you could do is you could throw a flashbang in there, but kind of prefer the idea of landing one of these. He's disoriented. 22-20. In order to start breaking him here, I sort of think you're going to have to beat the Overwatch. If Nick can spend an action and he can flashbang the dude on Overwatch, or if somebody that's semi-close and doesn't have a frag can do it, that's fine by me. How much health do you have, Dan? 4? Josh has a lot. So I'm going to try to get Josh to beat the odds here. The flip side of this is there's, like, no good place for him to run. Ooh, this is a tough decision. Because, like, I could easily flashbang with Rob, break the Overwatch, but then we lose the frag, and the frag is so important right now. You could try to take your 28% chance with Dan. Maybe you just take the move with Dan. Oh, but he's such a valuable recruit. Bear, how you feeling today, buddy? You're not going to love what I'm about to suggest, but I hope you trust me. On the move. He's done it. He's the world's greatest. Nothing could ever stop Bear Taffy. Whoa, one day we're going to have lightning reflexes, and that's going to seem like a real silly decision. But, okay, first things first, Rob's going to go here. This is not in cover, but it's in cover from this guy over here. And I'm expecting these two dudes are going to die.
Get ready for a surprise.
Just kill the one and wound the sectoid. That's exactly what I asked for. You're a beautiful creature. Loot destroyed, though. Well, let's not get picky. Alright, then Dan, I want you to have a great chance of hitting this sectoid. Preferably without getting shot from behind cover by that guy. So what do you got here? 28, that's bad. That's not a good chance. 15, also bad. Who else has a frag grenade? Josh. But there's no fucking way Josh is getting close enough to throw it. Not at that guy, anyway. Maybe at this guy. Well, somebody's got to get in there, basically. So I'm thinking, you know, you pull Sinvicta over here, maybe he gets up to like the 40% chance or something. 30. All right, it's a start. Svetlana is just like, oh, fuck, what did I get myself into? Okay, I'm going to have her move up. Just in case we want to make a really aggro play for the Sky Ranger before this mission's over. Yeah, we got ourselves in a bucket of syrup, though. I'll be the first to tell you that. Nick has no shot right now. I'm going to put him here. He's not going to get flanked just because there's no line of sight from the other side. But I want him to have some chance. At least he can go for the Overwatch. Okay, let's see if all this complaining was for nothing. I actually can't be mad. Dan, be my hero, baby. That's fine. That was a lark, let's be honest. Okay, Nick, you're on Overwatch, buddy. Bear, you're on Overwatch. We're probably going to have a chance to get shot. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is. So we're going to move Josh over here. He's got a 17. And we're going to put him on Overwatch. You know, let them shoot at him. So let's see what this guy's going to do. I hope he goes for the mind control, because we can fight back against that. Without taking too much damage, but he's got a lot of flanking shots. This would be extremely lucky. That mostly, I'm happy he moved so that he's probably flanking less of us, and he's taking a... If you get hit by those shots, you can't complain, because honestly, like, we want... Oh, psionic zombie. That's very good for us. Honestly, like, that's a contingency plan. So it's actually pretty good for us if things work out that way. Alright, a psi zombie is meaningless right now. Yeah, I know. Reduce beginner VO, please. Reduce beginner VO. Okay. So Sinvicta. You're making a big play right here, buddy. 83. That was gorgeous. I love it. We got loot. That's important. I lost faith a couple of times over the course of this episode, and now I feel redeemed. There's loot there we should pick up. I didn't even notice. Alright, big place, Invicta. But the biggest play of all was convincing the world he didn't exist. What do you do about this guy? It's like the only way he's going is around here. Does anybody have a shot at him right now? Josh does. Why is that relevant? Mostly because I just want to... I don't want to ignore him necessarily. This is such a weird spot. Alright, Josh... You're going to be the sacrificial lamb for right now, okay? So you're going to disorient this guy, which is actually, it's not that high risk. You disorient him, and then everybody else gets behind, like, half cover, full cover, in relevant spots, and then goes on Overwatch. So Rob's going to go pick up this loot.
On your order.
On your order. Well, don't make me wholly responsible, please.
Target package secured.
And then go on Overwatch. And then, like, similarly. Svetlana, we're gonna have you move here, and you're gonna hunker. You're not gonna be an obvious target, so don't sweat it too much. Then Bear Taffy, post up like right here. There's no good full cover out here, so we gotta be a little choosy. Basically, what we want this dude to do is just, if he hunkers for a turn, that's lovely as far as I'm concerned. It gives us a turn to get in a position to ignore him or blow him away, maybe. If he chooses not to hunker and he comes out, well, we've got, 4 Overwatches or something ready to do some damage. So let's see what he chooses to do here. He might just take a pot shot at maybe Josh, but we'll see. Yep. That's fair.
Be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound.
Are we going to get close enough to land a shot on him? I'd really quite doubt it, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's look at some important things here. Dan is like a menace. He's got such good aim. If we send him here, what are his chances? Probably 30? 28. That's not that bad. Can anybody just make it to the exit window right now? And it appears the answer to that is sadly no. I'm going to have Josh start to make a run for it, because we're going to be making it out of here pretty soon. Rob, we don't want anybody to come up to the roof yet, if it's not strictly necessary. So, I mean, like, I don't really want to give Sinvicta, like, a 20% chance to hit. I'd rather just move him around here, and then, if this guy chooses to come around this window, we got the shot on him. And then we're basically just going to do similar things here. Move everybody, like, pivoted slightly around. Dan might be the honest exception.
I'm on it.
And we might as well have Bear on Overwatch as well. And the idea is, let's force him to take a shot. Nick, you might as well just hunker, buddy. What is he going to do? Is he just going to take another pot shot from back there? If he does, we can throw another flashbang at him soon, I think. Okay, Dan missed on his Overwatch. Bear missed on his Oh, Bear hit. He grazed, at least. Then, Rob missed. Sinvicta missed. Holy shit. 3 misses, but he had to move and reload. My God, are we lucky. Like, to be honest with you, we got no business still being alive. But this dude is now pretty done for, I think. Like, who's got a grenade? I just want to make sure who's got the guaranteed kill. Josh has the grenade, and he can get in there.
On the move.
Can he land this? No, I fucked that one up. All right. Well, someone's got to finish the job then. Is it going to be Nick? Is it going to be Robert? Let's just get Robert, like, right across the desk from him. See what he's got. See what he's made of, 36. That's good. Nicely done. Nicely done. Now we got nothing, or at least less to worry about. So what's the final stage of our plan here? I think you get everybody close enough that they can make it up to the Sky Ranger on the next turn.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Well, that looked a little shaky for a while there, but I think we've like completely gotten ourselves out of it, which is really nice.
I'm on it.
We might have some reinforcements, but
Scanning.
probably not many. End turn. All right, start making your way up here. Whew, I would not suggest that we did this mission flawlessly.
Affirmative.
I would suggest we handled ourselves fairly well. Josh can't quite make it, and Rob can't quite make it, I assume, but everybody else is doing fine.
No need to ask twice.
Wow. All right, evac, dog.
Evac confirmed. I'm gone.
Scary, but very important. Now we've got our second engineer,
Secure a new position for evac.
VIP is secure.
and all we got to do is get one Robert and one J. Smith OTI out of here, and we got no problems. No reinforcements incoming. All right, success. Now let's not get too cocky, but this does feel like pretty good as compared to the last time. Get out of here.
Getting out of here.
Okay, well, thanks for following orders. Get out of here. I'm not sure if everybody's going to get a promotion on this mission, but I think the first time you go through a mission, you got a great chance. If you get a kill, it's guaranteed, I think. But if you don't get a kill, I still think you got a shot. All right. Could have gone better. Could have gone worse. Could have gone better. Could have gone worse. Either way. Who's the MVP there? I think we got to give it to Sinvicta. He was dodging bullets left, right, and center. Plasma shot point blank to his temple. They said dodge this. He dodged it. Josh did some good work as well. Most under fire. I think we got to give it to him. Rob got 2 awards, though. Move furthest and dealt the most damage. I don't like the look that Josh gave me there. But that's 2 quote-unquote flawless missions down. I'm feeling a little bit better. There's full promos. Okay, so Dan is going to be a specialist. There's a scary thought. Robert is a gunner. Josh is a shinobi. Oh, that's going to be beautiful, streaking through the night sky. Nick is a ranger. Nick and Austin got our backs. Sinvicta with the run and gun. And Bear Taffy is technical again. Not that that's terrible. Oh, we have an engineer. We have low intel. I could have told you that. All right. Clear alien debris. Do we have like an actual economy going here? Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.